The content calendar in Ryza is built using your voice, your marketing goals, your preferences, and your challenges. Remember that the content calendar is an add-on purchase for subscribers, so you must request access in order to use this tool. To start, first log into Ryza by clicking on the login button on the top right corner. If you are not already registered, you can sign up for Ryza Content on the login page itself. Once you are logged in, you'll land on the workspace area on the Ryza system. You can track how much content you have created this month and choose to directly create content via the individual or business sections. However, the content calendar, like all other additional Ryza system tools, is in the Tools section. If you have access to the calendar, you will be able to go to the calendar page by just clicking on the link. Once you land on the content calendar page, you will be answering a series of questions to create a customized calendar for your product and your goals. Start by choosing your primary platform and the date on which you want the calendar to start. You can select up to 31 days at a time. Don't forget to select the time zone, because posting time suggestions for each platform for each day are based on your local time zone. In the table, if you don't post on a particular platform, leave the value as 0. Otherwise adjust based on your frequency of posting. You can also choose to omit or include weekends. For my case, I post at least 5 days a week on LinkedIn, including weekends. 3 posts per week on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. I would like to also post 1 full YouTube video each week in the upcoming month. I also want to make 1 post on my webpage each week. So, I made my selections accordingly. You can choose what works best for your team's target for social media content in the upcoming time frame. Once that is done, start by selecting all the types of content you would like to create. Post refers to regular text posts with or without infographics. Carousel creates 6 to 8 square slides, alongside an output post. It also creates a narrated faceless video. This is slightly different from the presentation option, which creates a richer landscape format instead of square format. The newsletter is more concise than the blog post version, which is often more suitable for using on web pages or longer blogs. There are a few checkboxes that you will need to select before entering your product information. The next steps are critical to ensure that the themes that are created for your daily content align with your social media marketing strategy and goals. List them here. You can copy and paste these or type these out yourself. Remember that spellings and grammar are less important here than presenting your desired outcome correctly. Use numerical targets when available, or a description of what you would like to achieve. These are all valid inputs. What you are selling or promoting via your social media is also very important. The more details you provide here, the better the quality and depth of the themes will get. What I have learned to do myself is to grab product or service descriptions from my website, so that there is minimal drift in how I define my product formally or informally. Now go ahead and clarify what challenges you are facing in trying to market your product. This is not entirely critical, but it will provide a better context when creating the themes for your daily content. Add any critical compliance or legal notes that must be taken into account as well. Now you can choose to upload your brand logo and pick colors. This way you don't have to upload logos or pick brand colors every time you create content directly from the calendar. You can choose multiple palettes and they will get randomly assigned for the days of the calendar. If you choose to use only your 3 main brand colors, they will get rotated for background and accent to generate images with more variety. Remember that the content calendar is created based on your voice profile stored in Ryza. The other inputs that you have selected, your marketing goals, and your product description, will all contribute to the themes that are suggested to enhance the impact of digital marketing. And before any content is created, you always have the ability to make edits and changes. After you click the Generate Content Calendar button, it can take between 1 and 2 minutes for your calendar to get created. The types of desired outputs, target metrics, expertise are taken into account alongside your brand voice and voice profile to generate themes for each day of the calendar period. Once the calendar is ready, you will see the default grid view and have some additional choices. You can choose to download the calendar as an ICS file that you can save and share with your team. This allows reminders to get saved on your personal or business calendars with alerts showing up. The list view is an alternative to the grid view, and you can switch between them at your convenience. You can view each day's information by clicking on the date in the grid or on the side menu. Recommended time to post on each social media platform are also included in the output for each day. You can also edit the timings before you save the calendar, so that it is more aligned with your personal preferences. Once you're ready, click on Create Content button. This will open up a new window in your business content creation area, with all the fields pre-filled from the calendar directly. Here on out, you will continue to create content like you would do during regular content generation process. Once content is created for a day, the orange circles will automatically turn blue to indicate that the content has been generated for that day. Remember, as long as there are any pending posts in a current calendar, you will not be able to generate a new calendar. Hope you like this demo. Go get your content calendar add-on for your business creator plan in Ryza today, and see how easy it can be to create meaningful posts with minimal but necessary human intervention alongside AI.